Today we get to chat with Sam and Mike of the band Next to Eternity. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, hey, how we doing?
Hi,
How
Nico.
are you guys?
Good.
Great, great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's
Awesome.
been a busy day. I totally overbooked myself today, and so I'm like feel like a chicken with its head cut off.
Oh man. Yeah, we've all been there. That's all right though.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Those are cool posters in the background.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, those
Is
are
It's a stick figure.
that a band?
Yes.
yeah.
I
It's just
feel
ladies.
I feel like I've heard of them, but I clearly don't know much. What I need to
It's a
check out
lot
looks
different
like.
than the music that we play, but it's a lot more like tranquil and almost like trippy almost.
It's almost like reggae music, right?
It's reggae, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, yeah, I'll totally check them out. I think they were,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe they were on one of the reggae festivals that came around here because I know I've seen that name before, but
Oh, sure they were.
They were just over here in Chicago a couple months ago, but we went out to Colorado and saw them in the Red Rocks, which was awesome.
that I've heard that venue is
It's the
amazing.
best venue in America, I believe.
Yeah. So Ian, you guys traveled far. I'm in Idaho and I haven't even been there. It's like next door and I haven't even been there. Awesome. Well, yeah, let's talk about Next to Eternity. You
Let's
guys
do
are
it.
freaking awesome. But I feel like so I was listening to your older albums and then
Hmm.
listening to your new singles,
Oh,
and you
geez.
guys
Oh,
have
geez.
no, I like all of it. I like all of it, but you guys definitely seem like you're heading in a very different direction.
Yeah, we I think so how this originally started was the band kind of went on like a bit of a hiatus. I think it was back in like 2020, 21.
2022.
COVID really, shot us down and took the wind out of our sails, and so eventually it kind of seemed like for a while that was going to kind of be the end of it. But lo and behold, I was locked away in my room, had nothing else to do but to write music and to work. So I started listening to a lot of really heavy stuff. Sam started getting me into some of the
Enterprise Earth.
yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll talk a lot more about them. Um, but and when I started to listen to more of that, like a lot heavier stuff, we started to really switch directions, and that's kind of where we're going now. Before we were much more inspired by like progressive metal, stuff like Periphery, Between the Buried and Me. Um, what's some other Mastodon was another one that we were really inspired by.
Gojira.
Gojira,
Uh,
yeah. So that
Cheer
was kind of the
inspires all
stuff.
of us.
Yeah, right. So that was kind of some of the stuff that we were trying to replicate back in the day. I was a huge Dream Theater fan, and still am. I mean, they're right here on my arm. I don't know if you can see
Nice.
them. Periphery as well. So,
Nice.
but yeah, we started to really change the music that we were listening to, and we were like, dude, we want to be heavy. We want to be really like disgustingly, disrespectfully heavy. So and that's kind of the direction that we're moving for now, and we love it. We feel like this is exactly what we were supposed to be from the beginning.
No, it sounds great. Yeah, I saw like hardcore metalcore band and your old stuff for sure, but then I was like, this is deathcore. It's not.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that because that's kind of the thing that I really try to capture in like the writing phase, and Sam really tries to capture in the lyrics now. So that's what we want to be, but we always have that like, are we that heavy?
We always have roots in something else, but I guess we're trying to fake it till we make it.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I mean, like there have been several times where Sam will come to me with like an album art that he sees is like, what if we do something like this? And it's like a wolf like tearing the head off of a sheep and it's like dripping blood. And I'm like, are we heavy enough for that? Like, so we definitely want to be, that's for sure. So you calling us deathcore is definitely a big compliment.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
What you guys are doing definitely, I mean, I think is working. Oh, whatever you wanna, however you wanna the spin it. But yeah, I really dig those last two that you put out this year. And even what I think there was two that you put out in 2024 too that was moving in that direction as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it all
Hmm.
started in 2024 with The Entity. That was
Uh-huh.
the song that, yeah, and I mean, like, that was the first song that we sent to our producer.
it was basically like our welcome back to everybody. So we wanted to make sure we had a big production behind it. That's why we did the music video for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was our rebrand song, you know. And
Your
I
your
remember
horror movie music video
yes. Yeah,
is so
and
awesome.
we're about to lean a lot harder into that, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit here. But yeah, it's we got the song back from our producer Gabe Mangold from Enterprise Earth. Again, well, that name will be brought up, I'm sure, quite a few times. Um, and he sent us the mix back, and we just kind of sat there with our jaws dropped, like what do we do now? And so we were like, well, the song needs a music video. And so it kind of just went from there. And that was when we started our relationship with Akash. His Instagram handle is Today is a Movie. He's very, very talented. His whole crew is really talented, and we love working with him. And we actually just not too long ago this month, we just got done with a music video shoot with him. And we're leaning a lot heavier into that whole horror movie genre, like vibe kind of thing that we did with the first one.
It's not going to be as intense as the Ice Nine Kills stuff. Like we're not doing like Horrorwood or anything, but like we're definitely paying homage to like the occult classics that him and I grew up with.
Definitely.
Well, I see Evil Dead is the next one because I keep seeing little glimpses and glances of that, and that's one of my favorite franchises from the movies too, from the old, obviously Bruce Campbell movies to even the new ones they're doing to, of course, Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I love all of it. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, they're doing Evil Dead.
What's hilarious about it, like after we had finished writing the song, because I went to Mike and I'm like, we are doing an Evil Dead song. I have all these pre-phrases already written that it's essentially a template. Let's write around it.
And I want to throw out there before you continue, I didn't have a choice at the time. I had never even seen Evil Dead.
Oh, I sat him down. I made him watch every single one.
Oh yeah, and
Army of Darkness and all that. But then
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I want to go before I lose my train of thought. That was right after we got the song back, or right after we were finished writing the demo. I forgot which phase we were actually in, but we had seen the trailer for the new Evil Dead Burn that's coming out next year. So I'm like, the timing couldn't be any more perfect. Let's just lean as hard into it as we can.
Really? Yes. I saw Bruce Campbell's supposed to make an appearance in that one, but I don't know if that's real or not. Because that would be because it's so different. The new ones are so different but
yeah, that would be interesting if that's true. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but that'll be interesting to see if that is true.
Yeah, from like the 2013 to the Evil Dead Rise, maybe to this Evil Dead Burn, they've gotten rid of like the whole like corniness to it, and it's not like the Drag Me to Hell or like any other Sam Raimi's productions, but I like it. The Evil Dead 2013, that's what we specifically wrote this song about.
Yep.
And just like that pure horror chaos, and like when the girl's like sawing her tongue off and everything, it's like it really gets you, and that's what we were trying to capture right there. Just like that pure like, oh my god, that shock down your spine. It's what we want to pause time and keep.
Right. And I mean, like
my 3-year-old's going nuts.
Oh yeah,
well,
no go.
I got a point to that. And I mean, like you'll kind of really see that in the sound of the music itself. It was kind of like our gateway into even heavier stuff. Cause I mean, like stuff like the Entity, Phoenix Rising, Traumaphobia, and Among the Blaze, those first 4 singles that we put out, they were kind of like what set the tone, what was going forward with our new sound. And once we started doing this Evil Dead song, we sat on it for a while. The demo, we did a lot of revisions. There was a lot of parts out. Like I'll never forget, we've got like this one really brutal breakdown in the song, and in the demo phase, Sam kept being like, dude, this song is awesome. I love it. This rocks. This is our best song yet.
It's missing something though.
Yes. And so at this point, we'd already probably been through like 5-10 revisions of just the demo. And he's like, I want something there right after the breakdown, just like a boom, like,
maybe another breakdown.
Yeah. And I was and I kind of like, I did it as a joke. Like I did it out of spite, because I was like, fine, you want another breakdown? Are we allowed to curse? No. Okay. She just shook her head. Yeah. So I'm doing it.
Totally. I have people all the time.
So I did it out of spite. I was like, fine, you want another breakdown, you jackass? Like, fine, then let's fucking do it. And so I put in another breakdown, and as I was writing it, I was just like, wait, this actually kind of slaps. And so it ended up being something that was like, it's now like our favorite part of the song.
That's
And
awesome.
so it's going to be heavier. It's going to be more gruesome. The lyrical content is a lot more gruesome too. Like it's, we are doing everything we can to lean into as a heavy of a genre as we can, you know, barring like the Lorna Shore, like the snarls that like Will Ramos does, like barring that, we're trying to get as heavy as we possibly can.
It's awesome. What was it again? Oh, so when is it coming out? Do you guys have a date yet?
We're not allowed to say just
Okay.
quite yet,
Yeah.
but
Gotta-
it will, for certain, it will be probably released in the early quarter of 2026.
okay.
It is, yeah, I'll kind of give that as kind of like a baseline, but
Yeah,
other than that, we're kind of keeping it under wraps right now. Other than
totally.
just saying like, "Hey, we did a shoot," you know.
Yeah, and yeah, doing little glimpses of it. So you've been doing, like you said, singles. Are you planning on doing like turning those singles into a full length album or doing a full length album? Or I know like this is kind of the way that a lot of bands do it anymore.
Right. So I mean, the first four singles that we did are probably just going to stay as they are, just the
Okay.
four singles.
Mm-hmm.
We have had talks about making like some kind of like limited edition press of those four songs plus a few more.
Yeah.
We've had talks like that, but nothing is really set in stone yet. Really what I think our plan right now is, you know, we've got this one song that we shot the music video for, and that is going to be that's going to be something that's off another EP that's coming up. So that is the current plan. With but with the last four songs, we've also had like quite a few lineup changes since then too. So we kind of want to, you know, just push these new songs as something on their own.
Yeah, makes sense. Do you guys are you guys doing live shows?
Well, we do have February at the Forge, right? Why don't you go ahead?
February 21st. That's our headlining show, but it's a big venue over here in Joliet, Illinois.
Okay.
A lot of headlining acts coming in and out of this place, so it's definitely it can. The capacity is what 500-600 people. It's a decent sized place. We're gonna finish off our first quarter of the year and basically just kind of move into our writing phase, and we're probably gonna start playing a lot less live events.
Yeah, just for the moment. Obviously, we do really want to. You know, we're gonna do live shows. You know, we're a band. That's what you do. But for probably the last few months of this year and maybe a couple months into the next year, we're probably going to be not doing as many live shows just so that we can focus on this EP that we're planning on releasing. But yeah, we're kind of just taking it easy for right now.
Yeah, makes sense. Um, oh my gosh, I keep losing my questions. I'll have it and then it disappears. Um, oh my gosh, what was it? As you can tell, I don't do like structured like
That's all right.
questions.
We go ahead and edit this out.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now. Yes, now I do. So because your sound has changed so much, your older fan base that I'm sure that you've developed over time, how are they adjusting and reacting to the newer stuff?
Well, I've got firsthand some experiences with some of our older fans that talk about the new stuff. But why don't you go first? What do you think?
It went from like oh wow, this is pretty cool to like yo, that's you guys.
Yeah, I think overall, mainly it's we've been met with very positive feedback about the newer stuff. A lot of, you know, my friends before, you know, they would say like, dude, I love you so much, but like if the old Next to Eternity was on, I'd listen to it, but I wouldn't put it on a playlist and like listen to it myself. But he's like, these new songs though, like these are good. This is the new Next to Eternity and
Okay.
stuff like that. So we've gotten some I mean, if anything, I think the fan base that we did have welcomed it with open arms, and I think
Awesome.
we've seen more um we've seen more traffic to these songs than we have in like before, you know. I think in the first, like, I think it was like the first week and a half of the Entity being out, it got up to like I think 3,000 streams, which isn't
Nice.
it's not like crazy numbers, but for us that was like
Ah,
wow, like anything going up above 1,000 was crazy for us.
yeah.
So yeah, we've gotten lots of positive feedback about the new sound, and thank the Lord above we do, because it is what we want to do going forward, and that's the stuff that we really enjoy making.
That's rare for when it went because it's changed so much. That's really rare for old fans to accept it and go along with what you guys are changing for yourselves. Not every fan base is good about those adjustments. They'll,
If we
you
did
know.
lose people in that transition, we definitely haven't noticed.
That's good.
That's true. And I think we did luckily I do think we kind of set ourselves up for success in that regard, because the genre of music that we were making before,
It was prog metal.
it was, yeah, and I mean emphasis on the metal too. Like we had two different parts vocally, and Sam's vocals are completely unchanged, and we've always had some, breakdowns and stuff that we've experimented with in the old stuff. But this is just going full force into it, and we're kind of switching the roles of, it almost felt like Sam was kind of in the last band, he was kind of more of a hype man, like in the verses, you're doing your thing, and in breakdowns you do your thing, but in the choruses it's all clean vocals, like 100%.
A whole lot of two-stepping live.
Yeah, he was definitely, he
Like,
was our
what do I do
front
the rest of the time?
man. Yeah, so
basically going left, right, like hey,
right.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah, everybody get up for this chorus, so, but I mean, now we're doing a lot more, like if we are using clean vocals, it is exclusively in these choruses, and it's paired with Sam.
Yeah.
And even in this new song, our new vocalist Gianni, he's unbelievably talented.
He's kind of like a new old vocalist.
Yeah, we had him in the band in one of the lineups pre-2020, and he did great.
He also plays bass. I forgot to say that.
Yes, he's also the bass player. And he over the I did another project with him, The Righteous and Few. That was his band, that was his baby. And he was doing bass for that band, but then their vocalist, it didn't end up working out for him, so he had to go his own way, and Gianni had to step up, and he went to the mother of one of my like childhood buddies. She does vocal classes. You Can Sing Too, plug to her, she's awesome. I'm taking vocal lessons from her as well. And he completely shifted. Like he became one of the most talented vocalists I know, like bar none, especially for clean stuff. And
he has like that like melodic yell. Like he still has the melody, but like it's so
gritty.
It's dynamic, and the range is huge.
I'm like pushing you out of the frame, Sam.
Fine. I'm still keeping a side
Getting
on my 8-year-old,
more and more.
over there. I got them watching Fairly Odd Parents right now, so I think we're all good.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, yeah. So
kids always come first. I can edit things out. So if you,
oh no,
beautiful. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and edit this out.
My 8-year-old, she takes charge, and she helps raise my 3-year-old too. It's a nice symbiotic relationship that we got going on.
You look way too young to have an 8-year-old.
I was 19 years old when I found out that I was going to be a dad. I'm 29.
Yeah. You guys look. I figured you guys were in your early 20s.
I'm 25. I think I'm the youngest though.
Yeah. He just has a full beard, and he's had that beard since he was like 13.
This is a part of my personality. This is my makeup for men, But, where we were talking about so Gianni, yeah. he's got that like melodic scream where he's got distortion and like a scream to his voice, but he adds the pitch to it, and that's something I've never been able to do. And it's something that, again, Enterprise Earth, a lot of their newer stuff, their new vocalist Travis Warland, he does a lot of that kind of stuff. And when I heard their last two albums, Death in an Anthology and
bangers,
front to back bangers. And even their vocalist before Travis, Dan Watson, he did a lot of that too. But that he did one album like right before he left, and then Travis picked that up, and he's been going with it. And like we hear that stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish we could have somebody do that. And once Gianni joined in the band, I was like, hey, can you do that? Can you do like this part right here? Can you do something like that? And he was like, yeah, let me try something. And then he sends me back some vocals for the song that we're working on, the Evil Dead song. And he's like, here, what do you think about this? And he's got his pretty voice on. He's got his mother shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like what? But can you like scream it. And then he sent me back these tracks where he's just, and he's got, I can't do it, but he's got vocal like melody to it.
It's that intensity, but he has control over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Control over that, and it's very, very cool and awesome to hear.
Yeah. And so we heard that and I was like, dude, that's the tone. That's what we need. And we got into the studio, we tracked it up, we sent it over to Gabe, our producer, and Gabe made it perfect. That's kind of the thing that he does with a lot of our songs. We have a song where we're like, this is perfect, it can't get any better. We send it over to him, we get it back, we're like, how did you make this better? Like he's awesome to work with. But
I think at most out of the 5 songs that we've done with Gabe so far, we've had maybe 4 individual notes, like little bullet points of like, yeah, hey, can like guitars come up, vocals come down, like minor things like that. But it's been like on top like 4 things we've had to ask for.
I think this last song that we did with him, I think we had the most notes, and I think it was like 6.
Oh, okay.
Well, even then though, that's crazy though, because we've had a career with working with many different producers where, you know, and no shade to anybody, like the producers that we worked with definitely helped shape who Next to Eternity is, and we are eternally grateful for that. And one of the producers that did the first 2 albums, I mean, we still work with him to some degree. But I mean, like we've done mixes and we get them back, and you know, we'll be looking at more like 10 to 15 notes. And maybe it's just because Gabe, when he gives us the songs back, they sound exactly like Enterprise Earth songs. Like he uses very similar tones, and we're just a bunch of giddy little kids. But I mean, every single time that he sends us something back, we have very little to say. There was one song that he just sent us back. He was like, all right, here's a first draft. And we're like, nope, that's the final draft. I think it was Phoenix Rising that we did that with. But yeah. And so he is awesome to work with, and he made Gianni's voice soar. It sounds incredible. So needless to say, we are very, very excited to get this new song out. It couldn't come soon enough.
You know what, Nika? I could probably send you the song after this video is over.
That's true.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Yes, I would appreciate that.
No, I got you.
Love it. I so would appreciate that, because I'm really excited to hear it. Who are some bands you guys would hope to be able to share the stage with moving forward, since you are going into a completely different genre?
We've got 2 separate lists. I'll let you go first.
So I'm actually trying to make this show happen, actually, like as we speak. Hopefully, actually in February, probably the week before our headlining show, we could be opening up for the Browning and Within Destruction.
Oh, I love the Browning so much. I'm such a big
yeah, they're amazing.
I just saw them last month, and I just wanted to cry the whole time.
Oh, they're so good.
Was that the tour with
Born of Osiris?
Yes.
And Victims and Lost in Separation, and I really liked the other band too. What was it?
Axty, the band from Brazil.
Is that who it was? With that, it might not have been over here. Let me look real quick. Over here, it might have not been.
You know what? I think you're thinking of Within Destruction's tour.
No.
Really?
I just saw them with the Browning and Victims and Born of Osiris, and it was their last Chicago day. The tour ended in Chicago.
No, you know how sometimes they switch bands up in the middle?
Yeah,
no, yes, you're right. It was. I thought you were saying XD.
Oh no.
Yes, that is who it was. And the whole lineup was incredible. Yeah, and they were incredible. They were so good. All of them were so good.
Guys. Their vocalist Felipe, I've opened up for Lost in Separation, I've opened up for Axie, and I've opened up for Within Destruction before in my old band. But Felipe was so cool, and he was showing me actually how to do like that tunnel.
Yeah, he's insane.
He does it constantly, and he does it perfectly every time. I don't know how he does it, but Axty, I love those guys.
And I saw that Joe. They weren't even the headlining act. It was I think the headliner was Within Destruction. And when Axty came on, they blew everybody away. First of all, they were incredible. Yes. And then like when they got off and they went back into the crowd, and people were like cheering them on, patting them on the back, and like, you know, grabbing their shirts.
Awesome.
Like, I've never seen that any band make that kind of impression. And it was really, really cool to see. And they were just awesome.
Yes. Yeah. No, I can't believe I forgot what they were called because I was very, very impressed by them. I
Yeah.
agree. Spite. I just saw that happen with Spite, who I was super excited to go see. It was the Fit for a King show, and
Yes.
Spite I think was second because I'm not going to be able to remember the Australian band that was with
Make them suffer.
what
Make
make
them
them
suffer.
suffer. Yep, that is
Yes.
who it was.
I also,
Which I enjoyed, but I Spite was incredible.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I went to the same tour in Chicago as well.
How funny!
Yeah.
We're
I
just
think
circling the same tours.
literally I think ours was the Rialto over here in the Riviera in Chicago.
Yeah.
It was another really cool big. Chicago has a lot of really cool old venues, and I love like the old architecture, and they don't build buildings the same
Oh,
anymore.
No.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. That's cool that you've been able to see him in those yeah environments because I'm sure that makes it even a more enriching experience.
I like that you brought up Spite because Darius is a vocalist that I try to I'm not trying to copy, but like I definitely use him as a source of inspiration. Like the pure rage that you could see in his face, and
Oh, and Fit for a King too. Like
oh yeah,
you brought
Ryan Kirby's
Ryan's
an
awesome.
awesome vocalist as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Ryan O'Leary.
yeah, Ryan O'Leary. We actually had him
Oh
feature on
yeah,
one of our songs,
I saw
Hysteria,
that. I
one
saw
of
that.
the
Yeah.
songs off of our first full length album, technically our only full length album, Depredation. And he's awesome. He's a
Yeah.
really, really sweet guy. I never dealt with him personally. Sam did. So he can tell you.
So yeah, Ryan O'Leary, the lead, the backup vocalist and bass player, the human Beyblade, the guy
Oh,
that's always spinning around on stage. He did a vocal feature for us on our prog metal days,
oh,
and he did it for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I love
Yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah.
Him and I bonded over Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
that's awesome, dude. I always say metalheads. The link between metalheads and nerds is so close. Like
Yeah, so
these days,
close.
I don't think it used to be like that, but these days it's funny. It's not the sex, drugs, and rock and roll anymore. It's like
Oh,
the
everyone's playing
video
Magic.
games and Magic the Gathering and D&D and Pokemon and yeah,
It's not sex, drugs, and rock and roll anymore. It's D&D, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh. Like
yep.
that's the thing. And I
Magic the
mean,
Gathering's been a big one too. A lot of
yeah.
people. Actually, I think Ryan. So I interviewed Ryan Kirby and I interviewed Darius and Adam. Is that oh gosh. Is that it? No, Adam Tarani from Spite. Geez, my brain is not working today. What? That doesn't sound right. Alex. Alex. Geez.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bitsy. Darius and Alex of Spite and Ryan from Fit for a King. But me and Ryan, I think, talked about Magic the Gathering. I feel like that was him.
Oh, nice.
People bring them booster packs to the shows and they throw them on stage
Really?
for the guys, and
No.
they're all like, "Yo, thank you." It's so
That's
cool.
So cool.
I bet they're coming up too. I bet they're getting like really good cards as well, just because people love them.
Oh yeah.
Do that at well, from what I had seen, he didn't do that at the show that I saw, but that's amazing. That's so awesome. He's so cool. He's like it's so funny speaking to him because it's like the what we all see in metal now. He is so quiet and not really reserved, but just
Oh
kind
yeah.
of like this timid guy, and then he gets on stage and just explodes, and you're like, how is that coming out of him?
Yeah.
It's usually the short guys. It's always people that are like 5'5" and below.
Right?
Hold on, I actually just found this. It's a picture of my oldest daughter, Ryan Kirby, and Ryan O'Leary.
Sing. Oh, she's cute.
Thank you.
How
Third grade.
fun.
They grow up really fast. Oh my
Yes,
god.
they do. I have a 17-year-old. It's
Get out of here. How's that
yeah.
car insurance?
Yeah, it sucks. And you know what's funny? He's like a super cautious driver. He didn't want to drive for a long time because he was paranoid, you know. And he's super cautious. And so I'm like, can you please watch him drive so I don't for him? He's not the traditional teenage boy that's out there being crazy. Yeah, but it does go fast.
Where were we?
We were oh yeah, so you said Fit for a King
Oh yeah, bands that we wanted to share the stage with.
yes.
That's where we were.
So was that your list? I remember you
Your
just
list
said that
was
you were
someone
trying to get
before
out.
that.
Just your dream list. Give me like if you could anybody like if you could get. I'm sure that's kind of like what you're asking, right?
Absolutely,
Just
yeah.
like what's your dream list of people that we could share the stage with?
I would love to open up for Whitechapel.
Oh yeah,
The
they're on my list.
Black Dahlia Murder is up
Uh,
there.
Mm-hmm.
Signs of the Swarm is up there because David and the boys have just been popping off like crazy. I don't even know if they're still together anymore, but do you remember Within the Ruins?
I do.
Yeah.
I love those guitar licks, and those guys just
Yeah.
always stood out to me. The Faceless is another huge one.
Yeah.
Is Testament? I feel like Testament's still playing. I just haven't heard
Oh
much
yeah,
of it.
they just came out with an album this year.
Oh,
Did they really?
Really?
Yeah, they did.
So like I grew up on like the thrash metal, everything going fast. But Children of Bodom, Slipknot, but it's slowly just getting heavier and heavier. I'm like, if the guys can't, you know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Suicide Silence is up there too. I can keep going.
Yeah.
Alter Beast, another huge one. I'm gonna keep going unless you stop me.
All right, then I'm gonna stop you. I mean, number one on my list is Enterprise Earth. Dude, I think I've become more of a fanboy of that band than Sam was.
I'm the one who showed him
introduced me.
Enterprise Earth.
Yeah, he introduced me to Enterprise Earth, and I went hog wild with it. I went crazy.
Took it and ran with it.
Yeah, Gabe, if you're listening to this, dude, please, when you come to Chicago again, hit us up, dude. I would love to play a show with them. They are. We saw them once at the WC.
West Chicago, yep.
Yeah, we saw them there. They blew our minds. They were very, very.
I dragged
good.
you to the Forge where we're headlining to
Yes.
go and see them for your first time with our old guitarist Carlos.
Yeah, and that was when they came out with their album Luciferus. They returned for that album, which amazing album. And still then they blew our minds. I only knew one song off the album at that time though, so I wasn't as into it. And then when by the time that they came around to WC, I was a big enough fan that it didn't matter what they play, I was going to know every single word off their songs. So Enterprise Earth is a big one. Whitechapel is one that we share. Signs of the Swarm is one that we share. I would also really, really, really like to open up for.
How did I forget Paleface? Paleface.
Oh, Paleface Swiss. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're there. Another big one, like I would say, like probably my number 2 is the Archaic Epidemic. Are you familiar with them?
Not.
They're like the craziest deathcore band that I've ever heard so far.
They're so angry.
Interesting.
We discovered them. We were driving home from a practice one day, you and I, and
Spotify. It was the Spotify algorithm playlist. Like it just generating.
That. Oh,
we
I
had
love
like
that.
we started a jam together, and we were just putting songs in queue, and eventually we just stopped. And then this song came up. I think it was Lords of Misery came on. That's a really good one to start with, and we were listening to it over and over. We just kept going, oh
my god,
oh dude, oh my god,
I'm gonna look it up right now so I don't forget, because I'll forget as soon as
it's a good one. And I remember Sam just like after a moment of silence of us just listening and like staring at the stereo, like,
it was one of those.
Sam just goes, why are they so angry? and ever since then they've been another really big inspiration of mine, and they're within that vein of like, they're not like Whitechapel where we would have to be like really pushing numbers to be able to play with them, but it's like one of those more like, I guess, realistic dreams that I kind of have, where I'm just like, if I could play with them just once, like, they're very good. They're very good. So yeah, anybody who hasn't heard of Archaic Epidemic, check them out, dude. They are Ian, the vocalist, is a fucking, oh my gosh, he is a monster. He's like I put him in the same bracket as Alex Terrible. Not like he sounds like him, but where it's just like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, right.
That's the kind of bracket that I put him in. So
cool.
What's another really good one that I would like to open up for? This would never happen because we're not even close to in the same vein as them, but I would love to open up for Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh yeah.
Like, it would never happen, but
more though. It seems like a lot of, like, I went to a show last year that was Dragon Force, Necrogoblicon, and Deathclock.
Enterprise Earth just went on tour with Necrogoblicon.
I love Necrogoblicon. I freaking love them. But Dragon Force and those two don't fit together. Like
Oh,
Necrogoblicon and Deathclock kind of do.
yeah.
But it I mean, of course, was sold out because it was Deathclock headlining. But a lot like I was worried about my poor Dragon Force guys thinking this crowd is not gonna like them, and they loved them. And so anymore, they are mixing some genres with some tours, and it works.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, look at Falling in Reverse and Slaughter to Prevail. I mean, like they do
Yeah.
not. If you ask me, they don't belong on a bill together. But
Right.
for some reason, they just make it happen, and it makes total sense.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe one day. I got my fingers crossed, but that's my list.
Yeah, I dig it. Well, I mean, I think you guys are heading in that direction. You know, if you keep going like you are, I get messages a lot in Metal Nation. I'm obviously not very great at checking them because I always forget to go over to that side of things.
Amen, sister. Same here. You cannot get me to check my phone.
Well, it's just on that page, and I don't. It's just because I'm usually when I get on there, which I haven't even been on there much lately. I just get on and post whatever. I haven't even been posting the stuff that I've been doing lately on there.
Mhm.
I've been doing it from my page because I have more traffic on my page. But then I get off. And so I every once in a while will go through and like check messages and stuff, but not super often. So I happened to I was like I'm gonna I got time. I'm gonna click on this and it's we live in that world where you have to catch someone right off the bat, right? And if you don't catch them right off the bat,
Yeah,
yes,
it is brutal.
it is. And
I
because
mean,
I have so much music sent to me from so many different areas all the time, unfortunately that's just the way it is. I don't have time to like
yeah.
put the time in that the musicians deserve, you know, honestly.
Mhm.
So as soon as I clicked on it, few seconds into it and I was like, "Yep, let's do this." And I think you're the only band that has reached out to me through there that I've actually turned around and been like, "Yep, let's go."
Hey, that's right. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
It's no,
I don't know
it
if
is a
that's
huge
that says
compliment.
definitely a lot for you guys, but I don't know what that
Yeah.
says to me. That's
Well,
kind of terrible
I
to say.
we don't really have anything to say for what that says about you, but from our perspective, that means you rock. Like, no, but it is like I mean, it's very rare that we even get to do interviews like this, and I mean, I won't speak for Sam, but like all I want to do is talk about this stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like
of course.
when we get these kind of opportunities, you know, we like to take them. So thank you for for opening us up and giving us a listen and all that good stuff.
I always say when it comes to musicians creating music, there's so much that goes into it. Obviously, there's so much that a lot of people just don't even understand that goes into it just behind the
Yeah,
scenes. But just as a human, putting so much vulnerability out there and putting a big part of your soul out there that means so much to you. And it's scary, I'm sure, because there's going to
sure.
be those people that are going to people are going to be people
Yeah.
and also just
People are mean.
Oh yeah,
people are
dude.
so mean. People are so oh my gosh, I just had a experience with this 2 weeks ago. I interviewed Jeffrey Nothing, that used to be in Mushroom Head,
Oh,
and
nice.
and he what talked about this cancer diagnosis that he has and alternative treatment that he was taking or doing. And he didn't like say like where he was in the process that he already is like better. And I didn't ask because I didn't feel like it was like my place
Like
to,
it
you
was your
know?
place to add. Yeah, yeah.
But Blabbermouth got a hold of that and blasted it, and then all of these other big medias got a hold of it and blasted it, and everybody was like, "Well, rest in peace, Jeffrey," and "Well, I guess he's gonna die," and I was just going,
Oh
"Oh
no.
my gosh!" And so then
She
Jeffrey's like trying to get a hold of Blabbermouth and correct them, and I'm just going, and it spiraled so far out of control, and I was
You
just
need to
like,
find yourself
"I'm
like
so
guilty for
sorry."
that because that was not your fault.
No, for sure. For sure. And that's what those news outlets are going to do, right? They're going to
yeah.
take the controversial part out of something and blow it up.
Yeah,
Um,
you give an inch, they take a mile. That's just kind of the law of
oh,
like media nowadays. All kinds of media. If they can make a
yeah.
story out of it, they're going to.
Right. Well, at
Mhm.
first I was like, sweet, Blabberman, because this is the second time it happened. So I was like, sweet. And then when I saw like how much it spiraled out of control, I was like, this is not
No.
good.
Yeah.
That's not good and it's not accurate.
Nope.
Right, right. Yeah, they did go through and like edit it, but at that
Oh, that's
point
good.
it was already so I mean so many other news sources got a hold of it and were doing their own thing.
Yeah,
It was
it
there
had
was just
already
no way
gone.
to there was no way to bring it back.
Ugh.
So yeah, unfortunately, but that's what happens, right? So you guys assuming I think as long as you're able to get your music out there, I think you guys are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what's going to come with that is those people or those networks that are going to come in and do their thing. But you know, be prepared for that because you guys do deserve to have that success and deserve to have, you know, that following because you guys are incredible.
Oh, well, thank you. I mean, it's definitely one of those things that we're hoping that we have to worry about, you know,
Totally.
like
Mhm.
it's I mean, like a big thing right now that we're learning about is how to like properly get your music out there in like the proper era, like the modern day and age.
We definitely weren't doing it right.
No.
It's hard. I don't know what right is anymore. I mean, you're doing
I
the
know.
singles
There's
and
not
then you're doing
necessarily like a wrong way, or
yeah,
that's not necessarily a right way, but there's
right.
There is a wrong way.
we were doing it the not smart way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
There's no backing, there's no ad campaigns. We weren't doing analytics at all, and we just had a buddy sit down with us and break it down to us, like literally show us like app by app by app, because we have the DistroKid and the Spotify for artists, Apple for artists, but we didn't know how to use those tools because there wasn't a high school prep class, you know.
Dude, we didn't
Hey.
even know they were tools. Like he started pulling up DistroKid and like Spotify for artists, and he's like, "Oh, did you know that you can promote straight through Spotify?" I was like, "Dude, I thought that was just an app that let me see the numbers we were doing." Like, so it's very different.
Yeah, well, that's cool that you had someone that sat you down though and helped you with
Yeah.
those things because those things are so important. I'll put your guys' links in the article once I post this so that way people can be able to connect with you, Facebook, Instagram,
Beautiful.
Spotify, all
Thank you.
those things. But yeah, do you guys have merch?
We do. We have an online store. We have physical items at our merch table when we do play out, but typically we lean on the online store.
Yeah.
It's a big cartel. We have like 5 items up there at a time, but
We're looking to get more.
things are going to be pulled down and then things are going to be updated. We're going to have some help with going through all of our pages, get everything updated. Because when we start bringing in traffic for this music video, because I want to go through Google and do everything the right way this time. I want everything to be updated and actually pull people to our page instead of going like, oh, look at these schmucks.
Right.
Because I feel like we have I feel like we personally have the ability to stand out from garage bands, but we need to do all the prep work and all the footwork first, and not everybody knows what goes into all that.
Right, because I mean, it's one thing to stand out from other local bands. Like you can do that quite easily, actually. But letting people see that is a totally different thing.
For sure.
And you know, for a long time we thought it was just like, no, if the music sounds better and you know, if it sounds professional and the music is more well written and thought out, you're gonna stand out. And it's like, it's true. I mean, we do stand out from a lot of, you know, bands in our scene, but you know, it stands out to the scene, but we're looking for bigger than this, the local scene. You know, we're looking for stuff that's bigger than that. And you know, we're really just learning recently how important that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it took us like 6 years.
Yeah.
So is your guys' plan like to be a touring band? Is that something you guys are hoping to and wanting to do?
Yep, we just got we've had a tour vehicle and putting in a whole lot of work into that thing, but I want this this little mini bus to take us around the whole country.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
No,
touring is definitely on the menu for sure.
We've done some Weekend Warrior stuff, but then COVID really shot everybody in the foot,
Yeah.
and then everything just went completely stale.
Yeah.
But we were doing like we were actually on a 2-week tour with a punk band out of all bands.
It was supposed to go longer.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 2-week run. We made it from Illinois. We played our first show in Chicago. We went Ohio, West Virginia, or I forgot where we it was Ohio and then definitely Virginia.
I think we stopped in North Carolina, didn't we?
No, we finished. Our next show was North Carolina, but then they're like, "Hey, there's COVID's going around, and you guys need to go back home." And then we were freaking out, and I forgot who said it, but somebody was like, "Yo, we're gonna get locked out of our fucking state."
We were worried about martial law. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But like, nobody knew what was going on back in 2019, and it was a 2-day drive home. We stopped once in Lexington, Kentucky to sleep, and then the bus has been doing a lot of local. A lot of local. I almost swore again. Has been doing a lot more local stuff. But I want that bus to go back to what it was purchased for.
Yes. Yes. So live experience, what can people expect so that way they can be like, yeah, I want to go see these guys.
Well, I mean, the big thing is we bring a lot of energy. You know, a big part of us is that, you know, if it doesn't look like you're having fun up there, why should they care?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we definitely try to build up our own hype. You know, there's a lot of, you know, really, really heavy stuff that's going to make you want to jump in that pit, run around. You know, I mean, we're really looking, the experience that we want people to have at our shows is the same that they would have going to see one of their favorite metal bands.
When we're writing this new material, we try to have two things in mind, because I mean, not everybody wants to go and, you know, bang their head off with something hard. A lot of people enjoy like the catchiness of a chorus.
Yeah.
So we try to jam pack everything into every single song now. So it's like there's some for both sides of the crowd. The people that want to stand on the outside, with the people that actually want to listen and hear every individual little instrument, every little pop, bang, boom.
And with that too, another thing we pride ourselves is like trying to sound as close to the album as possible. And we do that a lot. You know, we get stems from our producer Gabe. We use those for the live stuff. The tones for the guitars are 1-to-1 with the ones that he uses on our records. He literally sends me the Quad Cortex tones so that I can use them live. You know, same with the bass. We run the bass through the Quad Cortex with the guitars. And
thing is amazing.
Yeah, no, it really is. That the Quad Cortex completely reshaped how we sound and even operate as a band.
Yeah.
It is an incredible piece of machinery. And Sam, dude, you wanted me to buy that thing so bad for so long. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not opening up a credit card. I don't got the money for it. And I don't know what made me believe in you this one time, but I bit the bullet.
I was like, dude, Sweetwater's has like 48 months, zero interest.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. He was like, dude, 12-month financing, 0% interest.
I was like 48-month financing
or something like that. Yeah, and I was like, consider it done. Let's do it. And so I bought it, and the day it came in, I'll never forget. Like, I came over here and I had it in the box. We unwrapped it. We started using it. We started fidgeting with it. And then I got the tones from our producer, and it was just like game over from there. We were like, dude, this is all we need.
I'll cut this part out. Not that my son ever watches my interviews, but
Sure.
that's what he got for the Christmas this year. That's what I got him for Christmas, because
cool mom.
Damn right.
What's that?
How long has your son been playing guitar for?
His name is Hendrix. He, when he was younger, wanted to play drums, and I was like, hilarious, but like, you know, it's music, so absolutely. He always, his dad and then his former stepdad both play guitar. His former stepdad, geez, this is fun, is in a metal band and has been in a few metal bands, and so he grew up going and seeing him, and so he would noodle on the guitar here and there, but wasn't like super into it. What's that?
That's great exposure.
Oh yeah,
it's
he hated it.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'd be so.
I agree.
I had to find metal. I had to become the black sheep.
Yeah, that's how I was too.
The heaviest thing my mom and dad listened to was like Linkin Park.
I have.
Yeah, I grew up on like 3 Days Grace and like Nickelback and 50 Cent, Eminem.
Oh, wow, yeah.
A lot of Cher too.
Yes. Yeah. No, for sure. That's how I was too growing up. I mean, my dad had a record collection, so I obviously I'm older, and so I grew up on like Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and stuff. So there still was like
Nice.
a metal, link there. My mom liked the Beatles and Journey and all that kind of stuff.
Journey,
But
Journey. I'm sorry. Fun fact. I have to stop you. "Separate Ways" by Journey was the first song I ever learned to like play on guitar, and it was the first song I ever performed.
That's awesome.
gosh, how
I never
funny.
knew that.
Yeah. No.
Things you learn about people in these
Yeah.
conversations.
That little. The whole reason I did it is I was just like, this song sounds sick, and also I was just like, the solo sounds like I could do it. Just do.
Totally nail that.
Of course, when I go to learn it, I learned that the lead guitarist from Journey. Oh, God, I can't think of his name.
I have no idea.
Whatever. He's in that
I'm
solo.
not a
There's
fan.
just a part where he just goes. And it's so and even my guitar teacher, who was a huge Journey fan, he even didn't even realize that was there, and he was just like,
Oh.
maybe you could just keep playing like the well, and I mean, like, that wasn't like no shade to him, dude. I just started playing guitar. I was like 6 months into it. I was a quick learner, but not that quick. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I had to
That's
throw that
okay.
out.
No, you're totally fine. But yeah, he had zero interest in metal. He actually was a Beatles fan. I have my left arm is tattoos that are all have to do with my son, and so I
Nice.
have a Beatles tattoo for him.
Beautiful.
But it's funny, he hated going to concerts, he hated loud sounds, he hated metal, and I was just like, how are you my child? But then something switched in him. Unleash the Archers was like his gateway metal band, and we still love Unleash the Archers.
Okay.
And they're like like a power metal. And then I took him to Clutch, and that was it's so weird to think about now because that was only like 2 years ago, and Clutch was for whatever reason the band that switched, like flipped the switch for live shows, and now we go to so many shows, and now he's showing me bands and I'm like he just showed me Netherwalker and I'm like, this album's absolutely incredible. So good.
I completely missed a band that I want to play with for that list. Netherwalker, dude.
Oh, they're so good.
They're fantastic. They just dropped the new album too.
Oh, the new album is insane. So we're working on me and my son collaborate the last couple of years with our top albums of the year.
Yeah.
And so like I'm trying to remember which one had it was the Upon a Burned Body and New Volumes albums that are coming out. I get them ahead of time, and so I was like, shit, okay, we already have our list made. These are coming out later, and they're great albums. But then he sends me Netherwalker and he goes, shit. And I was like, what? And I listened to it and I was like, shit, like we got to revamp our whole list again.
I'll never forget. I introduced Sam to them by showing him Battle of Tridium.
Is that the one with like the TikTok breakdown?
Yes, the TikTok breakdown. Just the one where like the vocals are just going like it sounds like he's just like clearing his throat, and like he starts doing like he starts sounding like the Predator doing like the like I can't do it. I can't, but like I showed him that song and I was like, dude, this song is so heavy it makes me laugh. Like it's and dude, if Netherwalker is incredible. I wish my mom would like share like really brutal bands with me. You know what she told me the other day? She was like, why can't you guys write something more like Nickelback? I said, because that is so far from what we want to write.
So you're moving so far in the other direction, and she's take it back and some.
Yeah, because my mom is,
his mom's like just so innocent and just pure heart and just like, oh God, like why would you even want to make that? You guys just sound so angry.
Yeah, like she grew me up on Kenny Chesney, Big and Rich, a lot of country, a lot of shit music, Christian songs.
She's a sweet lady.
Oh, she is. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you so much. Please do not. I hope she's laughing right now. But and then my dad, he was the opposite. He hated country. He hated, not hated worship music. My dad's also a man of God, but like he also, like he just, it wasn't his thing. So he grew me up on Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace, Linkin Park, Disturbed, and that was the kind of stuff I was like, whoa, dude, this is sick, dude. Like, and I was always gravitated more towards like edgy stuff when I was a kid. I really like Shadow the Hedgehog. Everybody else likes Sonic. I really liked I liked Sasuke when everybody liked Naruto and like all that kind of stuff. So I gravitated toward that music, and it just got worse and worse. Now even my dad's like, dude, this shit you listen to is just ridiculous.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Well, it's nice to have like supportive parents, though, even if they don't, get it. It's
Still
nice that you
very
have supportive
I mean,
parents.
both of our sets of parents are really, really supportive. Your dad especially.
So
But
important.
and my dad too. Like, he might not like anything like he can do to help us. He can like he
That's
may not be
awesome.
able to give us $3,000 to front a music video or something like that, but our bus broke down and he owns a towing company. He's got his own truck. He came out and he towed it out,
Wow,
and
that's
we
awesome.
saved hundreds of dollars on a towing bill.
Yeah.
Like, our parents are very, very supportive. Everybody around us, we're a very, very lucky couple of dudes to have the
Awesome.
people in our corner that we do. So everybody, you know who you are. Shout out, man. Shout out. You guys rock.
That's awesome. That's awesome and so important. Well, yeah, well, moving forward, when you guys do get closer to releasing the EP, get a hold of me and let's promote it and let's get
Really?
it
Yeah, let's do a part two. Or at
for
least,
sure. Yeah, part two. Yeah. Yeah, I love doing second interviews because at that point I like have kind of gotten to know someone. Like Cheney from Entheos is a friend of mine, and our
ooh,
last
okay.
interview that we did, we just BS'd for like I was almost at a 2 hour. It was at least an hour. I don't know. It was between an hour and 2 hours. And
Got a
we
pod-
got it onto topics that were like, what's that?
I said you got a podcast episode right there.
Oh, it was so much fun. We got into like paranormal experiences, and
Yes, dude.
she is like terrified of
Cool.
paranormal experience type
I'm sorry.
situations.
Speaking of paranormal experiences, I know I'm about to give you your own 2-hour episode on your own. Sam's house is haunted, dude. I swear, dude. He had this big
Slap.
ram skull. He had this big ram skull hanging up.
Okay, so backstory: the ram skull was my Nana's, and after she passed away, I inherited it.
Okay.
Okay, right? Okay, and this ram skull, one day it fell off from nothing. Nothing touched it. It just fell off and it broke. And I swear to you, that unleashed a demon, because there was this one practice that we had here where me, our bassist Gianni, and our drummer at this time, we were all in this room. This is where we used to have practice for a while. And
where's Mr. Kitty?
Dude, there was a like a makeup mirror, like one of those ring lights,
Huh?
on his kitchen counter. And nothing, he's got cats, but nothing touched it. And it just fell onto the floor. It was all the way up against the back of the counter by the window, and it just fell in front of the oven. Okay, remember, in front of the oven. That's important. Okay, remember that, Nika.
He's coming back to that.
I'm coming back to that. That's foreshadowing. And so, and we're like, we all three of us, and Sam left. It was in his house, and he had to leave. I don't remember what for. Do you remember?
I was the wife and I were going somewhere, but I trust you.
No, it was the daddy-daughter dance, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, okay, yes.
He had to take his daughter to a daddy-daughter dance like a good father, and,
Yes.
and so he left. He was gone, and it was just us three in the house. He was like, "Can I trust you guys to pack up?" Yeah, down. The thing falls over, and it falls in front of the oven, and we're like, "That was weird." And we're like, "Okay, maybe it was one of the cats,
Okay.
And Mrs. Kitty is sitting in the corner. His cat's names are Mr. and Mrs. Kitty. It's great.
That's cute.
She's sitting in the corner on top of her cat tree taking a nap. It was not her. And then we're looking around and we're like, well, maybe it was Mr. Kitty. Dude, where the hell is Mr. Kitty? And Mr. Kitty was just gone. And for hours we started looking for him. We have no idea where he is. We're checking outside. We're checking inside. I even go into Sam's room. I'm like, Sam, please forgive me. I have to go through your closet. It's for a good purpose. And he's not in there. And so eventually we find him, whatever.
And we're just sitting there. We're like, dude, this is weird. Like, that was weird. The whole mirror thing, right? And then again, Gianni is sitting like in the kitchen between where we are now and the kitchen, and he has bar stools on like a kitchen table kind of thing going on. And he's got like a drop off that goes from like the kitchen to the living room, and it's hardwood floor, carpet. Oh, now it's hardwood floor, but at the time it was carpet. And this bar stool, we just, first of all, we all just hear, and we're like, and Gianni goes, guys, what the hell was that? And then we go and we turn and we look into the kitchen. The bar stool is now just on the floor, like at least 5 feet away from where it was standing.
Weird.
And we're like, we gotta get out of here. Like, we're done, dude. We're leaving. And so we leave. And then I call Sam. He doesn't answer. I'm like, yo, call me when you get a chance. Your house is haunted. And then later on, he calls me. I'm like, am I on speaker? Can your wife hear me? He's like, yeah. And so we're talking about it. And I tell them about the mirror. And his wife goes, yo, you know why that's so crazy? Because we picked up that mirror and we put it back where it was before it fell when we left. And Kaylin was like, you know why that's so crazy? And I was like, why? What? And she's like, when we got here, that ring light mirror was on the floor in front of the oven.
Weird.
It was so weird. And I'm telling you, it only happened after that ram skull broke. And it only ever happens when I'm here. And I think that's because I always wear my cross necklace. And I don't think it likes it.
Is it attached to you?
I never have any problems. I've been here for almost 7 years, and he's the only one that experiences anything.
It happened after the ram skull broke, I swear. And I even asked you, I was like, where'd you get the ram skull? And you were like, I got it from my Nana. And I was like, all right, that's fishy. Where'd she get it from? And you're like, I don't know, some Native American burial ground or something. I was like, okay, then it's like, that was it. I'm sorry, you brought paranormal, and I was like, we're sitting right in the middle.
No, I love these stories. I don't want to experience them in that way, but I love to hear about them.
Oh, it was horrifying, but it is a great story to tell.
Well, I'm glad that you're not having like constant experiences then, Sam, because that would
Sleep
suck.
was fine. I woke up today with a smile on my face. Everything's all good.
I don't think it's attached to either of us. I think it's just attached to the house. And whenever I'm here, it's like, yo, Sam, you got to get him out of here. I don't like that jewelry around his neck, bro. Like, all right, I'm sorry. We can move on now.
It's like, Sam, you're cool. You and your family are cool. This guy, not cool.
Nah, dude. He's tight with J Money. I don't like him. Yeah, J Money is who I call Jesus, by the way.
I figured. I was able to put that together. My brain's not working super well, but it's working well enough to have been able to cut on there. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, let's circle back around
Yes.
once you guys get to releasing that. And yes, I'm so excited to hear the song. Thank you for being willing to give me a preview. I'm super stoked. What's that?
I'm gonna send it right to you.
Thank you. So appreciate it. I'm excited. I showed my son Hendrix, who just joined a band, actually.
First band?
Yeah. Well, no, he was in a band with these kids his age where they played like a lot of like Metallica, and they wanted to kind of stay more into like the Metallica, Motley Crue and everything. And Hendrix is at this point wanting to move more toward Born of Osiris is his new big one since we saw them. And so he's learning all these Born of Osiris songs.
Another Chicago band.
Are they?
Play with
Born of Osiris? Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they were from Chicago. That's awesome.
Like,
There's
30-40 minutes north of us.
Oh my gosh, how cool. Well, yeah, there you go. There's a perfect band to jump on with.
Your son must be pretty good if he can play Born of Osiris riffs. Can you do Machine?
I don't know which ones he's been working on. I'll actually send you a video of him playing. The last one he learned was
Open Arms of Damnation.
No.
Empires Erased.
No.
Bow Down.
No.
I
There's
Prevail.
so many
No. Bow Down
songs.
Fucking.
Let me
Oh,
see.
okay.
Oh,
no,
it's Follow the Signs. I'm pretty sure it's Follow the Signs.
Follow the Signs.
Oh, off the Discovery. That's a hard song.
He's good.
If there is, you said Hendrix is 17.
Yeah.
If there is a video of him playing the machine, please only send it to Sam. That will really kill my confidence. As a lead guitarist, that will destroy me.
Just so you know, I post videos of him playing a lot, and he is already becoming very well known in our scene because I obviously a part of the metal community scene here, and in Boise, weirdly, we have a pretty big one, but all of these bands that are my age or that are your guys' age are keep wanting to like pick him up and put him on stage, and so he did play. He has been on stage a couple times already, but so he had this one band with kids that were his age. He got to a point where he was like, I want to play something different. Thankfully, the community is very much, I mean, they watched him grow up, you know, and so they, but he's a beast. He's really good. So stay off my page because he has videos of him a lot, but he is that good. He's been taking lessons with Ro Hayes from 12 Foot Ninja for almost 2 years now, and he has helped him a ton.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to start getting back into lessons, man.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that, and I was like, oh, I got this. And I started going up and up and up, and then I plateaued.
What's funny about that, we actually met Mike at the local guitar center. He was sitting there riffing, and one of my best friends, Carlos, he sees him riffing over there. Go and find out this guy's only 17 years old, and I
was 18 at the time.
18. But he joined the band almost instantly from there, and we ran into an instance before he was even 21 where we played the Live Wire in Chicago, and and Mike wasn't allowed inside because it was a 21 plus event, and I'm like, he's in the band though, he's put a thing on his wrist, but no, establishment rules, we had to follow the guidelines, and his ass almost played outside.
There was that, and then there was one other time when I actually did make it into the venue, and for some reason our manager at the time, God bless his soul, he, for some reason, thought I was 21, and I'm 20. And I was like, and we've had conversations about that. And I get in there, and he comes up to me. He's like, dude, Mike, you're 20? I was like, yeah. He's like, dude, I thought you were 21. I was like, no.
And today.
I was like, like, dude, I will be in like 6 months. Like, we've had conversations about this, and so he was like, okay, well, go talk to the door guy. Like, he's upset, and I was like, all right. So I go up to him, and he's like, are you the guy from Next to Eternity? I was like, yeah. My name's Mike. And he was like, oh, he's like, you're the one who's under 21. I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, come here. I gotta mark you, man. And I was like, all right, for sure. And he gave me 2 wristbands. He gave me 2 X's on my wrist. He was like, all right, now don't do nothing that's gonna get us in trouble. And I was like, no, dude, I'll stay. I will stay 15 feet away from the bar at all times. He's like, okay. And I was like, yeah, dude. Honestly, I wasn't even really planning on drinking at all today. Drinking's not really my thing. And he's like, oh, all right. And I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, have a good night. And then like later on, I think like at the end of the show after our set, he came up to me. He's like, yo, dude, I'm sorry. Like, usually these people come in here and they try to hide that they're like under 21 and we get in a lot of trouble. I thought you were trying. I was like, no, dude, I'm just here to play my set. And he's like, yeah, my bad, dude. Like, I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
Totally get it though, because he probably has been taken advantage of in the past. Oh, yeah. I actually was just told the story not just a couple days ago of a band that they had an underage person as well, and they weren't allowed in the establishment. So they ended up hooking a long cable to outside. And so he played outside the venue, and there was like a window. Yeah, what I wish I could remember what I'll ask. I remember who told me. I'll ask him again, and I'll send you the information, because yeah, he was like through a window. So here's the the crowd, and the band is playing, and then you can watch him through the window playing still with the band. Can't hear it like as well. They left the door open so he could somewhat hear it. Super wild story, right?
That's kind of hilarious. There was some band who had an under 21 member. They just ran a really long instrument cable out the door, and you could see him through the window playing, still with the band.
I hope that went viral.
Yeah, for real.
Well, I'll send you the information. I can't remember who it is now, but I literally was just told this story I think 2 days ago. Like it's a
Like,
brand new story for me. So and I remember who told me, so I'll be able to grab the information easily. But I'll send it to you guys because yeah, it's a pretty wild
yeah,
story.
please, I want to see that.
Another piece of information I'd like to get is some of the promoters over there by you guys.
Yeah.
Uh, I would
Over
like
in Boise.
I'd like to
I
bring the band over there.
one of my really good friends actually that fronts two bands here. He promotes bigger bands to come in. He does local shows and he does bigger bands. I'll absolutely connect you with him. He's great.
That'd be
Huge.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want music to be our excuse to travel, just our reason to see like the United States is a very big country, and there's a lot of things that I haven't seen, and I want
Yeah.
our music to be the excuse for me to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and we have a lot of venues here. It's crazy, and we have new ones popping up all the time. We have a shit ton of venues in Boise. So yeah, that I
Over there.
Well,
what's that?
clearly, big one, right?
How's the metal and hardcore scene over there?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have to worry about like gatekeepers or anything?
Not anymore. So it's really cool. I've been part of the scene around here for over 20 years. Like I said, these guys have watched my child grow up. And it used to be a little bit that way, but just as the shift in metal in general is happening, with people not doing that as much, the our community is very, very supportive of each other to a point now, like because I've been working a lot with the locals just recently, but like even the punk, the hardcore, the metal, all are starting to work more together. They all go to each other, not all, but a lot of them go to each other's show. A lot of them are sharing each other's stuff. Like it's becoming
Yeah.
even more and
Wow.
more of a community,
That's
a
awesome.
community thing. It's super cool. It's super cool to see. I was
Chicago's
just in a
metal
meeting
scene.
before I met with you guys, actually, with a promoter and two promoters, three promoters actually, and some other people that are just within the community talking about other things that we can do to try to build a community. So it's awesome.
I think Chicago can learn a lot from Boise.
Sounds like it.
Chicago's kind of it's been kind of cutthroat. It's all about who you know and who you're friends with, and if you're not in that inner circle, you're like less than dirt. I'm not. I don't mean to throw shade like that, but it's like, hey man, I've experienced what I've experienced. I'm speaking from my experience.
Yep, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. It might be because we're a lot smaller too, you know. So there's a lot more. I think it's probably easier for the brother slash sisterhood, you know, to happen. We are growing
Yeah.
a lot, but yeah, that's a bummer.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's more of an excuse for us to
Branch out.
yeah, to prepare,
Yes.
to bunker down, to get the mode of transportation, which we've been checking all of our boxes. That's why we've kept our heads down and close for like the this past year,
Yeah.
and now we're looking to peek our head out of our shell again.
Yes, yes. No, absolutely. Since I am connected with both of you now, yeah, whatever you guys need, let me know. I'll send you his information. I gotta try to remember this. I'll send you that information about the band that did that, and then I'll send you his name is Scott Charles. That does that. It's called Dyna Duo production. I'll send you his information as well. He's like he brought. I'm pretty sure he was the one that brought Cattle Decapitation here. He works with some bigger bands sometimes. But he does a lot of local stuff mostly. But yeah, he's awesome, and his dad used to be a radio uh personality, and so he's grown up like meeting bands and knowing people and stuff, and he's
Good
he's
for him,
great,
man.
and he's an insane vocalist. He's
Really?
really good too. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I'll connect you guys, and we'll stay connected throughout all of it, and keep me posted on what you guys are doing, and let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds like a plan to me. Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate all this opportunity.
For sure. No, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys wanting to do this, and you know, obviously it helps me too. I love doing this, and I love discovering new music. It is 100% my favorite thing about doing this.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to find you guys, or for you guys to find me, I guess.
So I have a crazy favor to ask.
Yeah.
Can I get a reaction from Hendrix on the Entity?
Yes, absolutely.
If he wants to tear us apart or if he wants to give us a compliment, I want to hear either one.
Yes, I absolutely will. Yeah. He's actually at band practice right now with his new band. But once he
Nice.
gets back, I absolutely will. Yeah.
Nah, do the new one.
I already
Send-
showed him
send
I
it-
already showed him the new one.
Wait, did you already send her?
No,
Book of
no.
the Dead?
Oh,
No,
the
I-
new one. I thought
Yeah,
you meant
new one.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Show him that.
Okay,
You
yeah.
want to hear what he thinks about that song
I could do both.
Yeah.
or that?
Why not? Yeah.
I'll show him the video for the Entity because he loves horror. We're horror movie fans. We were
okay.
going to
Beautiful.
every horror movie in the theater. We haven't as much, but we were going to every single one for a while. So I'll show him that video and then I'll play him the song, the new song that you guys sent because he's a huge Evil Dead fan too. So that's perfect.
Nice.
Hell yeah, we
He
love it.
is my mini me to the nth degree.
Did
Well,
you guys
he's my mini me.
did you and your son like that spin-off show Ash versus Evil Dead? With
Yes.
Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
So when I first tried to watch it, I was like, oh, this is different. So I only watched like I don't even know if I watched 2 episodes. I was just kind of like, oh, it just feels different, you know.
Mhm.
And then he ended up watching it and he was like, Mom, you need to watch it. So then I ended up going back and watching all of it with him, even though he had already watched it and loved it.
Groovy.
Oh, yeah. So is that what? Oh no, you said it's off of the horror Evil Deads.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking all this time with me. And yeah, we'll stay connected and see what we can do.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Thank you for
Awesome.
having us. Metal
For
Nation, you
sure.
guys are awesome. Nico, you're awesome.
Thank you. We'll talk to you guys later.
All
All right,
right.
bye.
Thank you again.
Bye.
See you soon.
All right, sounds good. Bye.